Hello, my Brookside families. This week, I'm going to need some scuba gear so that I can go snorkeling and scuba diving. Can you guess where we're going this week? That's right, we're going to the Caribbean. Vamos al Caribe. So, we have a very light trip this week, just lots of fun things to explore. And I'm going to share my screen here so we can get started. Let me take my scuba gear off. So this week we're going to go to a few different islands in the Caribbean. But before we explore islands individually, we are going to be looking at what the geography of the Caribbean is like, a little bit of history of it. There's many islands and different nations within the Caribbean. So once we look at that geography, we will look at some of the similarities between the Caribbean lands and cultures, and then check out all of the very beautiful world flags that they have. Next, we're going to look deeper into the culture with an explanation of how the Caribbean cuisine came to be with all of the different cultures that blend together there, and the folk dance that they have. One of my favorite things about the Caribbean is the steel drum bands, and we are going to watch a video on how they make the sounds in the steel drums. And then I had to include a little bit of Little Mermaid because I had to include some Disney, and I have a video here of Under the Sea from the Little Mermaid played on the steel drums. And then also, because that's a very common instrument and type of genre of music there, they study it in school. So you'll get to see a school performance in the Caribbean playing one of Michael Jackson's famous songs. Next, we are going to visit the coral reefs, which is why I was wearing my scuba gear in the beginning. And the thing about the Caribbean is, besides Australia's coral reef, they have some of the largest coral reef chains in the Caribbean, particularly actually off the coast of Dominican Republic. There's a really nice one as well. So we're going to explore the different animals that look like plants in coral reefs, and then explaining how they keep the ocean clean. That's one reason why the Caribbean waters are you're going to see a lot of beaches and a lot of water in these videos. And one reason why they're so beautiful and clean is because the coral reefs filter the water and keep everything looking beautiful and crystal clear. And then there's a really cool 360-degree video of someone under the water diving for turtles, stingrays, and jellyfish. Then we're going to start getting into our individual countries. And Puerto Rico actually is not its own country. It's one of the territories of the United States. Puerto Ricans are United States citizens. It is a place that you can travel without your passport, without your passport, because it's part of the United States, which is really awesome. So Puerto Rico is really the nation that the landmass that I highlighted here, and the culture that I highlighted here. And I have some history here about how Puerto Rico became part of the United States. There's also a video of someone who's from Puerto Rico explaining what it's like to live there and all of the different parts of the culture and what it was like to grow up there. And we have some beautiful sights to see in Puerto Rico, really nice video on that. And then one of the really cool things about one of the cities in Puerto Rico is San Juan. They have like a historic section of San Juan, so some beautiful photos of old San Juan. They're very colorful and gorgeous. Now, something really cool about Puerto Rico is they have bioluminescent waters, and there's 3 different places that I know of in Puerto Rico where you can go at night and go check out how the water glows whenever you touch it. So there are some explanation videos there about the science of bioluminescence, and then some videos of people actually going out in the dark and you can see what it's like. One of the very, very popular things to do in Puerto Rico is to go kayaking at night in the bioluminescent water. So check that out. Next is the República Dominicana, the Dominican Republic, and I absolutely had to highlight baseball. When it comes to Dominican Republic and the DR, they are all about baseball. It's their national pastime, just like America, but they are like every single kid plays baseball in Dominican Republic, and they have camps there. So there's an explanation of how that works. And then as I mentioned before, off the coast of Dominican Republic, there's some of the most amazing underwater wildlife. And one of the cool things there is in Semana Bay, there every year humpback whales come to breed. And so there's a beautiful video there of the whales and their sounds and what they look like while they're all there. And next we're going to the Bahamas. In Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, Spanish is the first language. In the Bahamas and Jamaica, it's English. So that's a little tip or fun fact for you. So in the Bahamas, I have a video here of just what it's, some things that are cool to explore in the Bahamas. And one of those top 10 things is swimming with pigs. And I have a video there from National Geographic explaining how the pigs got to the island and why they live there, these wild pigs. And then actually a video of someone actually going to go swim with them, which is cool. And then next, and not last but not least, is Jamaica, of course. We all know at least one thing about Jamaican culture, and that is reggae music. And Bob Marley is one of the most famous people one of the citizens of Jamaica that's become most internationally worldwide known all over the world. So I have some videos here about some fun facts about Bob Marley that you could read about, and then 2 of his most famous songs. I also have a children's book that is read here, so that if you want to do some story time with your kids, children, if you want to just watch an adult doing story time, if you want to check out this story, or older kids if you want to read it to your little brothers and sisters. It's called Anya Goes to Jamaica, and there's a video here also of a Jamaican girl telling us what it's like to live in her country. So I hope that you enjoy that this week. It's a lighter trip this week. I just wanted to keep it light and airy and exploring these beautiful waters. There's so many more land masses, cultures, countries in the Caribbean that I did not highlight. So if there's anything that you would like to check out and anything you find really cool, feel free to send it over to me. Again, this is a public file, so you can share this with your family members anywhere in the world. I hope that, go ahead and check out this book. There's a couple little readings in here, and we want you to really make sure that you're still reading, following your math facts, or following what your teachers are telling you to do with your math and your reading and even your writing, because that's the number one thing that's going to keep you strong during this time that we're not in school. And on your off time, you can visit the Caribbean. So enjoy your day, enjoy your week. We have a day off on Friday, and I hope that you all also explore this lovely weather out here. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.